Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. We're going to be looking at a Napoleon era mod here today. All the download links are in the description below. I highly recommend you download this mod and test it out for yourself. So leave a like and a comment if you'd like to see this Napoleon era as a full series. I've got a couple more of these Hearts of Iron mod videos in the pipeline, like I've been saying in the last couple. Depending on which one gets the most likes, the comments and the views, I'll probably do a full series of. But let me know in the comments what you'd like me to do a full series on, and is there any other mods that you would like me to check out. So we're going to be looking at this Napoleon era mod, which is so cool. I really can't wait to dive straight into it. So we can start a new game, the 9th of November 1799. So there are some factions here that we can play as, of course. We can play as the French Empire, Napoleon. We can play as Prussia, who are communist. We can play as the Austrian Empire, my Austrian brothers. We can play as King George for the United Kingdom. We can play as the Ottoman Empire, which are huge in this time period. We can play as the Spanish Empire, who are massive in the Americas. Or we can play as the Russian Empire, play as Paul I. Looking at some of the other countries here, we've got a lot of smaller Germanic kingdoms like Bavaria, like Saxony, Cologne, Hanover. There's so many smaller ones here. We have the Kingdom of Denmark as well. What else we got here? Prussia. I'm just trying to look. We've got the Persian Empire. Let's focus on Europe. I'm assuming there's like Malta here. Yeah, Malta's under British rule. We've got Spanish Empire, Portugal, Morocco, Ottomans in the north here. Let's actually go by continents. So let's go to Africa. There are a couple of mods in this. So obviously this is basically nothing at the moment. I don't think you can claim all this stuff in Africa here. There is a bit of a blurb I want to read out for you guys, just sort of describing the mods. So we've got Ethiopia here. We have, what else? We've got the United Kingdom, South Africa here as well. Let's push over through the Middle East. Got some, okay, this is where Afghanistan is. We've got the Maratha Confederacy here. We've got the English holdings in the southern half of India. And what was Sri Lanka called back in the day? Was it Ceylon, or was it something like that? I think there's Nepal. We've got the Gandhis here, or whatever they're, not the Gandhis. What are these things called? Like phalanges, but I think that's what it's sort of named after because of the fingers here. Because obviously in biology, your fingers are called your phalanges or whatever. I said it right the first time. I give up. Let's moving across to Siam. We've got the East India Trading Company here. We've got Australia. Only the East Coast though. Where's Tasmania? Surely there was a colony down here. Oh, Tasmania's been dogged. But most of the western half here is, yeah, pretty much nothing. We've got the East Coast. New Zealand isn't in the game, though. Okay. But this is still pretty cool that you can fight. You could just be like, you know what, I'm going to send an invasion force to Australia or something. Okay. Japan's in the game. Who have we got here? Emperor. There. We got the dynasty, the Chinese dynasty. Qing. I think that's how you say it. Moving over to the Americas now, we have the United States. We have John Adams. Sorry, not Abrams. John Adams. We have New Spain here in most of the west half of America, down through the Central America and South. Got Portugal here as well. Okay. French, Portuguese territory here as well. Up in north in Canada, the United Kingdom holds it. Ah. Yeah, Russia owned Alaska at this point in time. That's a fascinating fact that the Americans actually bought Alaska off Russia. If the Russians knew how much gold and oil would be up there, I'm not entirely sure what Alaska's economy. I did see some crazy stat like that quite recently, actually. So I think that's pretty much sort of the factions in the world. But you obviously want to be focusing on sort of Europe here. So let's start a campaign with Napoleon himself, Emperor Napoleon. And we'll go through and see what this mod has to offer, because not everything is quite custom. This mod is quite recently just come out, so we're loading in the graphics. Now, we might even check out some of the other factions. So, like I said, it's currently the 9th of November, 1799. The French are currently fascist at the moment. We could go communist, or democratic. That's interesting. So research-wise, the infantry stuff hasn't been customed. Obviously, we don't have muskets or anything, so we can. They're going to be. I imagine they're going to edit this at some point. We've got support companies here. Now, obviously, there were no tanks in the Napoleon era, so that's been gone. There is artillery here. We still can get rocket artillery. I'd really like them to customize this research tree, because having, like, musket research here would just really add to the immersion. Still got the land doctrines here, naval. I'll read the blurb in a second. We can still get nuclear bombs by 9080 here. So it's just the default vanilla tree. And we've still got the default construction. National focus wise, now I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, this is custom, isn't it? So we've got the instability in Europe. We can annex a couple of, we can annex Italy. These are sort of the, okay. Right, this is really quite cool. So we can improve our relations with Spain. There's some unique events. Purchase Louisiana. That's what we could do in the Americas. Non-aggression pact with Spain. War with Spain. We could go down. Ally Europe. Focus. So you really could pretty much, once you get Louisiana, you could like fight in the Americas if you really want to. Invest in arms. Here we can go down. And we've got prepare for war. But that's pretty much it, what we have so far. Let's have a look at some of the French regiments here. So these are all... Oh, this is really cool. It's really, French. It's all in French, which is really quite cool. Nice role-playing there for the infantry. What else have we got here? Just the French divisions, Alpine divisions, cavalry and brigade. What else can we look through here? Construction-wise, we just got infantry equipment here. Okay, so we can just get the infantry here. The tanks have been not invented yet, of course. We just got support planes here. Ships-wise as well. Okay, I think that's pretty much it that we've all sort of gone through. Okay. So at the moment, let's have a look at diplomacy. What factions are around? So there's no actual factions just yet. There are events to bring more factions in, of course. So everyone's sort of neutral at the moment. Right, I just need to quickly grab my phone because I just took a screenshot of the blurb for this mod, and I used my phone to timer. So this is professional Simpzy right at hand here. I don't have another device to alt tab. Right, so let's have a look at this. So what is this? Main features for the Napoleon World mod: many new nations and custom old ones. There are new leaders in the game, new nation, new flags as well, new admirals, new field marshals, commanders with other leaders. There are 3 new focus trees, including Prussia, France, and the generic. So we'll have a look at Prussia and maybe the UK. The additional over 50 new events. Okay, so they've put a lot of new events in this mod, which is really quite cool. We were mentioning some before, like the Treaty of Louisiana, purchasing it. So they've got the Treaty of the Third, Treaty of San Ildefonso, I think that's how you say that. The Louisiana Purchase, the other events, allying with other nations, annexing nations, puppeting goals. The plan so far for the mod is to create a new tech tree, modify divisions, add more focus trees, add more events, and different ideologies. Like I said, this mod is very, very new. It only came out, I don't know when it came out, but not too long ago. So it's in sort of very early stages of development, but I have very, very high expectations for this mod. This is going to be really, really cool once they start fleshing things out. I love Hearts of Iron. I love the mods. There's so many unique and just crazy mods. I wouldn't say this mod is crazy. Oh, we've got Sweden here. The Swedish Empire. Who is this? Gustav Adolf. Oh, okay, you might want to steer away from that name. But regardless, what else have we got here? Christian of Denmark. Let's have a look at a couple of the other factions here. So that's the French for you. Actually, we'll look at some of the custom generals, matter of fact. Oh, I thought they have... Oh, no, here we are. So we've got some custom generals here. We get to spend some of our... political, what's it called? Political power, yeah. So here's the French. You can basically do whatever you want. Create a huge French empire for Napoleon. I could really see myself playing as an Austrian campaign. That would be really, really quite cool. The Ottomans are massive, obviously having most of modern-day Greece, Bulgaria, and Croatia. Turkey pushing down into the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, and most of North Africa here, the breadbasket of the empire. So let's quickly go back to the main menu. And let's have a look at the Prussians. There's some really cool artwork as well for this mod. So let's go back and have a look at... I said I was going to check out the Prussians first, and then we'll have a look at the United Kingdom. But they had a unique tech tree, they said. So, okay, this is a hell of a lot different. This is really quite cool. Okay, so we've obviously just got the industrial sort of stuff. Prussia will be really quite unique to players. So, politics, we can align with Napoleon, we can condemn Napoleon, that's so cool. We can embargo Napoleon here. A Prussian fortress, war with Napoleon, help Napoleon. The Holy Roman Empire we could form, stand with Austria, ally with Austria. We can reclaim the Germanic territories of Hanover, Cologne, Saxony, Bavaria. And then obviously we've got the continuous focuses down here. Germanic engineering. That's so cool. You can reclaim. I love how Sweden has like small pockets in Prussia there. Okay, so this is some of the Prussian units. Okay, so who is our leader? Frederick William III. He is a communist, apparently. Fascist. Henrik Schultz. Max Fuck, I'm not gonna bother. Infantry divisions, SS divisions, just sort of more brigade sort of stuff. I am curious to see sort of the resources at this point in time. Obviously, it probably hasn't really changed much from the World War II map. Sweden should just have a fuck ton of steel. Yeah, they do. Right, so that's Prussia for you, and I want to check out the United Kingdom, of course. See, I do recommend checking out this mod for yourself, just mucking around about it. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a full series on this. I would really like to see a custom research tree. That would be really quite cool. But everything else I'm very, very happy with, of course. I love the portraits. I love the generals as well. They look so cool. Douglas Lions. Okay, that's cool. So here we have the United Kingdom. I don't think they have a custom tree, do they? They do. They do have a custom tree. Actually, I don't know if they have a custom tree because I don't think I've ever actually played as... what's it called? The United Kingdom in Hearts of Iron 4. And it didn't say I was unique, so I don't know. We can free Canada, free the British Raj, stronger together. What else have we got here? Support France, denounce France, stay neutral. That's very, very quite cool. So is Australia independent at this point in time? It looks like it. They're not a part of... we don't even have like a Commonwealth faction, do we? I don't know. I think what I'll do is now, I want to go back to Napoleon. I'm just sort of testing out some of the factions for you guys. What the hell? I've seen that painting in real life somewhere. Huh. I just had a flashback looking at that. There are a lot of cool, paintings. I swear I've been, because I spent a bit of time in Zurich a couple of years ago. Spent about 2-3 months there. So I remember going to a museum and actually seeing that painting. I don't know if that's the actual one or what it's called, but if that painting's in Zurich, I've seen it. It's like it was like sort of like a little bit of a lighthouse. It was like a massive lighthouse, this museum, and it wrapped around the room, and it was just like this huge painting. It was absolutely magnificent. It had a lot of sort of Napoleon era. It was in Zurich, in Switzerland. So I'm just sort of speeding up a bit here. I want to see if there's any sort of cool events pop up, and we can sort of have a read with them together. So here are the units. They're not customed, obviously. They're just the stock standard World War II. But I do have very high hopes for this mod. So, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a full series of this. Maybe playing as France, maybe playing as Austria, maybe playing as the United Kingdom. I think Russia would be really quite cool as well. But it doesn't seem to be anything popping up here. It's still it's just ticked over to the 1800s. Alright. American flag here. Okay, so it doesn't really look like anything sort of speeding up now. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have to end the video here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below if you would like to stay connected with me. If you guys want to get yourselves some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up Hearts of Iron, maybe you can pick up the Together for Victory DLC quite cheaply if you haven't already. I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied towards the end of the video. But yeah, depending on how many likes, comments, mostly the comments, what you guys, I want to be interested to hear what you guys have to say about this mod, and just the views. I might do a full series on I've got a lot of these mod videos planned because there's so many cool mods for Hearts of Iron 4 on the workshop. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check out how massive Spain is. Holy crap. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this Napoleon era mod. All the download links are in the description below. If you wanted to play along with me, check it out for yourself. I highly recommend. But yeah, thanks guys. My name has been Simpzy. Take care. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here. Pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.